Parang kinakabahan si Miss Cebu kasi siya na yung next.
Ready?
Sinungaling ka!
Hello, Pepsters! My name is Nico.
And this is FK.
And welcome to another episode of PEP Spotlight.
Yes, history will be made this May 22 as we welcome the newest Pinay who will wear the Miss Universe Philippines crown.
But before the big day, let's get to know some of the empowered Filipinas vying for the title. Please welcome Miss Bacoor, Victoria Velasquez.
Mabuhay, Pepsters!
Miss Tarah Valencia of Baguio.
Hello, Pepsters! Thank you for having me here today.
Chelsea Manalo of Bulacan.
Hello, Pepsters. This is Chelsea, and I'm really happy to see you all.
Kris Janson of Cebu.
Mayong adlaw sa ato ang mga Pepsters nga nagtanaw karon.
Matea Mahal Smith from Florida.
Hi, Pepsters. I'm so grateful to be here.
Selena Antonio Reyes of Pasig.
Hello, everyone. I'm Selena Antonio Reyes. Thank you for having me.
Christina Chalk of United Kingdom.
Hello, Pepsters. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
And of course, Ahtisa Manalo of Quezon Province.
Hello mga Pepsters, I'm happy to be here and I hope you watch the whole show.
Yan, solo. Kinabadang person. We're happy to have you guys here on PEP Spotlight. So welcome. And you guys have been very busy the past few days. Sunod-sunod na ang mga ganap. So kaya nyo pa ba?
Kaya pa!
Love it!
Love it. Love the energy. That's good to know na kaya niyo pa. And here's hoping na kakayanin niyo rin ang ating next set of questions.
Can I just say, sobrang grabe yung competition this year. We have the repeaters, we have Ahtisa, VVV, and the newbies. Tapos meron pa tayo mga from Filipino communities abroad, Miss UK, Florida. Grabe! Grabe ko! At mas marami rin yung candidates this year. So how are you guys handling that pressure? Sige, magtawag tayo ng class. Sige, Miss Ahtisa, welcome back.
Hello, hi. How are you doing? I think it took a lot of practice for us to be able to take care of our mental health and making sure that nothing gets to us because it is a situation that is very unfamiliar to everyone. Even though we've done pageants before, Miss Universe Philippines is just a completely different stage. And everyone just feels like so invested into what we're doing, what we're wearing, what we're eating. And for us, I think it took a lot of practice, at least for me, to be able to make sure that that doesn't get through me.
True. Anyone who wants to add? Yun lang yung sabi ko, di ba? True. Kasi wala ako sa posisyon niya. True na lang.
I definitely think Ahtisa has covered most of the subjects, but what we really need to reinforce is that we're all coming together as a sisterhood, getting to know each other, but really need to prioritize sleep.
Kailangan talaga ng tulog.
So that's how you handle the pressure. More sleep, and then what else would you?
I think the public would be surprised to find out how supportive we are of each other as well. For example, we just had a runway show the other night, and we were all inside a tent backstage, and there was a TV there then where we could watch live. And we were like, every time a girl would walk out, would be screaming and cheering. Even though she couldn't hear us, naman, we were still there supporting her. So I think finding strength in each other as well, because, we know what we're all going through. Even if we might have slightly different experiences, there are still some common aspects as well.
That is true. And then we also heard that there are some major changes for this edition. So we have heard that some of the candidates have already participated in the regional pageants while others were appointed. So this was the first time that this was implemented in Miss Universe Philippines. So how did you guys react when you heard of that update?
Maybe we can ask Miss Florida
Miss
since
Florida.
she won in the US.
Yeah, that's the first.
Well, yes, I won my previous pageant, and part of the winning was being able to come to Miss Universe Philippines. And upon winning that, I was just like so grateful because being here is an achievement in itself. It gives a bigger platform to improve our advocacies and really take the mission. And I'm so grateful to be here to meet all these wonderful ladies and all the opportunities that have been presented to me.
So as for me in Cebu, it's actually one of the biggest region in the Philippines, considering we do have a lot of people in Cebu city itself. But I did join the regionals, and it was quite amazing for me. What I do love about Cebu is when we do come together, when we see a representative, whether it be in sports or any beauty pageant for that matter, everybody just would find their way to come in and help the candidate. And that's one thing I'm so proud of being a Cebuana myself. It makes it a little more easier for me, a little bit more calm. With regards to the activities that we've been having, it is quite a challenge because I still do have to have my stuff shipped in or have to be flown all the way from Cebu. But with the help and support of all the Cebuanos, it has been such an amazing ride so far. So daghang salamat kaniyong tanan.
Since Kris already mentioned the preparations, anybody else can share how they prepared for the nationals?
As a pageant newbie, when it comes to national pageants, I am just so glad that I was one, or I am the appointed candidate for Miss Universe Philippines Baguio, because it is a great honor for me to represent my Baguio and carry its name across my heart, because together with this are the culture traditions that I am willing to showcase here in the national stage. And when the opportunity had opened itself, I grabbed it, and I am now willing to fight for it.
True. And also with the help of your teams, diba? Super grateful tayong lahat sa kanila. It takes a village. So maybe Miss Pasig want to add?
Yes, like for Tarah, I was also appointed for Pasig, but in this year's edition, they removed the age limit. So I'm already 38 years old. So I'm very happy and privileged that I was given the opportunity to represent all the moms, all the women who are already older. I'm one of the oldest in the batch. So considering some of the girls can already be my kids, technically. So I'm just so happy and privileged to represent all the moms and all the women's of age already for this year.
So aside from preparing for the coronation night itself, are there other competitions or challenges that you're preparing for or excited to be there for? Let's start with Miss Pasig.
Yes, I'm so and super excited to do the swimsuit challenge. Well, because we're flying to Boracay, of course, and that's my main advocacy, mental and physical wellness. So I'm super excited to showcase the body that I've worked for, even if I'm a mom of two. I am just ready to strut my stuff at the bikini. Wearing my bikini.
Yeah. Abangan natin yan.
Watch out for.
Well, as for me, I am looking forward for the national costume that will be happening anytime soon. And yeah, you just have to wait for it to be published. I hope so. But as someone who lived in the high mountain ranges of Cordillera, I'm just so proud how every national costume really highlights the fabrics of every region, the products itself, and also the festivals. And I am just so glad how it really fits into one costume on one candidate, and they're going to really showcase it exquisitely stunning. So yeah, it's the national costume.
Yeah, that's Miss Florida.
I have to agree with Miss Baguio. I'm so excited for the national costume. I'm excited for what I'm going to wear, how it relates to where I'm from, but I'm also excited to see the costumes of the other candidates because, of course, in the Philippines, when we do something, we do it big. So I'm so ready for all the costumes. I'm so excited, and I'm excited for the media to be able to see how much time and preparation we put into crafting this costume.
For me, my favorite so far was our recently concluded runway challenge because that was the first time the public was allowed to watch us. And a lot of people came to show support, and you can really see how much they loved Miss Universe Philippines and the candidates, and we can really feel their energy while we were walking. They were cheering for us and shouting. And for me, that's one of the most enjoyable part of being in a pageant. It's the support and the energy of the people that are watching.
Yeah, it was their official introduction, actually. I was there at the crowd. With the crowd.
She was cheering for you all.
I was also just, okay. Everyone looks so good and so beautiful and so diverse.
Parang
Actually,
ikaw na yung next.
oh, yeah. No, honestly, like this edition, everyone's so diverse. No one is, yeah. Can we have an answer from Miss Bacoor?
So there are so many different challenges and shows and events that people can be looking forward to at this point. But like Ahtisa, I want to look back to the past for a minute. My favorite was actually the press presentation. Because for me, when I competed in 2021, diba, there was COVID pa. And so we didn't have any live events. Even our coronation night, it was like just the production team and like some selected guests lang. So super tahimik talaga sa crowd. Parang it's like the girls just cheering for each other. And so for me, that was like the first time that I really got to present myself on stage in front of an audience, which was really special.
Miss Cebu.
As for me, I'm very excited also for the swimsuit challenge that's gonna happen in Boracay. It's quite ironic to share, no, but I'm a shy person. So I was never confident in my body growing up, even up to now. And I'm just really proud of the transition and transformation of my body. I'm very proud na when Miss Universe Philippines Cebu started, I was 65 kilos and I had like 29-inch waistline. And I'm proud to say it's now 24. and I just want to say that at the age of 34, kaya pa pala.
So kaya ko pa to.
And everyone's excited about the swimsuit competition because it's so hot right now. It's so hot. So,
Grabe, parang nagbukas ng microwave yung Southeast Asia. So, Miss Bulacan.
Okay, so for me, I was mostly excited about the materials that we posted on the Miss Universe Philippines organization. It was the headshots, the evening gowns, and our swimsuit. I feel like all of us girls can relate to that because it is not just like the girl efforting to put a good photo, but it was like a whole team. Like I want to also give credits to all of the teams that made it put out there because we all looked amazing and we all had to showcase, where we came from and, something that could be really speaking about diversity. And also the other photos that will be coming out soon as well, like the national costume. I mean, this is an effort for, not just you as the candidate competing, but the hometown. And it's such a beautiful, I think it's a festivity that we're going to be putting out there. So they'll have to watch out for that as well.
a lot
Dami
to
pa
watch
nating
out
aabangan,
for.
guys.
Yeah. Okay. Finally, Miss UK.
I would have to agree with Ms. Bacoor. I did not believe that this opportunity was real. I mean, I'm 30 years old. I never thought I would have the opportunity to compete in Miss Universe Philippines as I'm representing the Filipino community of the UK. So stepping on that plane and arriving at the press conference really was a dream come true. I thought it was too late, but the message to everybody, all the girls kind of representing here, is that it is never too late to go for your dreams. It's never too late to connect with your culture, learn your language, and just get to know your home country.
But at this point in the competition, what are the challenges that you guys are experiencing? So, magtawag na naman tayo. As a teacher na naman tayo dito, guys. Magtatawag tayo. Wait lang. Miss Florida.
There's many challenges. There's a lot of long days because, it's an intense competition and we all just want to get to coronation night. But one challenge I can say, it's all small, but we as women all experience it, is just having our menstrual period. It's something we get every month. It's pain that we feel and, we're expected to show up, have a smile on our face and kind of just push through that pain. And we do it because most of the time you can't even tell that a woman is on her period. And that just really just shows the strength of a woman that even though we're going through all this pain, we're going to show up and we're going to show out. And that's what all of these women have been doing.
Thank you, Miss Florida, for sharing that very personal anecdote. I'm sure a lot of women can relate to that, but I also want to know, we're also very curious, on a normal day-to-day basis, like, can you guys tolerate pain on any level?
Whether it be love or period pain. Well, women have higher tolerance for pain, and I think also because we do face a challenge every month, and unfortunately, we do have to face it every month also. As for me, I did, unfortunately, also have one of not really the worst, but quite an experience with my period pains. I fainted while I was commuting, but I was very lucky that my friend was there to assist me. What I do when I do have my period and when it's that bad, when I'm at home, I can do hot compress. And before my period comes, I try to make sure that I eat healthy, have the right food. Exercise will help also, but in cases of emergency where I need to attend a very important activity or meeting, we do have some assistance for us women. We have Buscopan Venus that can help us alleviate the pain also.
And yes, Buscopan Venus. Okay.
Yes. From one Venus to another.
Okay.
Ako naman, I see pain. I'm pretty good with pain actually because I kind of turn it into a mental thing. And that means I can control the way that I feel pain and the tolerance that I have for it. Pero pagdating sa period ko, baka TMI to ha? Sorry. I have a relatively short period. Like it only lasts for mga 2 to 3 days. Pero when it does come naman, it really comes with a vengeance. As in, like, ang sakit ng tiyan ko, like I'm always really lethargic. And so for me, I find that the best way that I can deal with it is just to control the controllable. So like sleeping right, eating right, getting out and getting some, light exercise. And taking the right painkillers also, like Buscopan Venus. And then, ayun, everything else, if it's out of your control, just leave it na. Like, there's nothing you can do.
Diba? Napasana also Miss Florida's a relatively short registration. Now let's hear from Miss Baguio.
It's the same with V, that it really is depending on how you balance mind over matter, mind over the pain. But there are also times where, when it comes to period cramps itself, you can really use your mind over that pain. Apparently, yeah. But few days before we had an event, and I was able to experience a severe period cramp, and I wasn't really able to showcase any emotions and any feelings, and I was even prepared to like walk on the runway when we had our rehearsals, and I was a little bit worried if I can really execute well, if I could really perform well, and if I could go through the day. So gladly I was able to take the Buscopan Venus, which is in my bag, thankfully, and for maybe it's just a few hours after and we're just about to start the event, those pains are already gone.
True, kailangan lumaban.
Laban!
Pero from a mom's perspective naman, Miss Pasig, may time ba na tumigil ang mundo mo because of period pains?
Well, always. I mean, period pains talaga, akala mo dalaga pa eh. So, nararanasan ko din yun. I mean, when I do get my period, I get migraine as well. So, what I usually do is I try to take a long nap. Kung kakayanin ng time, kung kakayanin ng araw, I really try to take a nap para mawala. But before taking a nap, I would see to it that I would drink Buscopan Venus para pagising. Medyo maaliwalas na ako, wala na akong problema. And I also found one thing that works was also, I don't know, baka sa akin lang, soft drinks. Sa akin,
Honest reaction.
sobrang health conscious ko na tao. So, parang yun yung cheat ko for me to have some soft drinks para pagising ko wala na. I don't know, parang feeling ko personally it comes lang na when
Mood
I drink
lifters,
when I
yeah.
drink soft drinks, pag binerp ko siya, lalabas na rin yung pain. Or baka ko lang yun.
Whatever works.
Whatever works for you, girl, do it.
You do you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, and then I'd just like to say, reminder to all our viewers, like Miss Baguio, like when she said conditioning, sometimes the period pains, mind conditioning won't be enough.
Yeah.
So you just need practical solutions, like
Exactly.
Okay, and that really says a lot about your personalities na very palaban kayo. But when it comes to the pageant itself ba, would you consider yourself also palaban with your fellow delegates?
O magtawag na naman tayo ng candidate.
How about Miss Bulacan? I
Miss
want to hear from
Bulacan.
Miss Bulacan.
Okay, so I wouldn't say that we have that kind of feeling that we are all competitive. I mean, it's been early days. Like, I can feel it from the press conference itself. Like, we were all just engaging one another. We were trying to have, like, little chit-chats, even though, you know, the staffs would tell us, like, shh, quiet, on set. They would tell us all the time, quiet on set. I mean, there's a large ladies of us competing this season, so, you know, you can't take that away. So we can just really feel the fun and the vibe that we have with one another.
True. For the true naman ng person. Anybody want to add?
Sisterhood talaga.
Oo.
You know what I think is really beautiful? How open we are about like having our periods, diba?
Yeah.
And the fact that like, you know, I remember just the other day, I think I said, I won't name her, but I said to one of the other girls, "Ay girl, day 3 ka na, kamusta ka na?" You know, so like we really check up on each other as well.
Nice, you guys have welfare checks with each other about your things. Okay.
At saka madali sa kanila kasi may for the sharing na sila na kung sinong meron, bigay na, di ba?
Okay. Sinong day 3 dito? Mga ganun.
For the announcement.
Enough, diba? We're all gonna sync with each other.
Gaganon sila. Ganon sila ka-close. Diba?
Going back to
Yeah.
what Miss Bulacan said, na it's all about healthy competition, but some fans get a little bit toxic, and recently Miss Universe organization also released a statement about it. And what's your take on that? Sinong gustong mauna? Sige, tumingin ako sa iyo.
I very much agree with everything that the statement said. I do think that pageantry as an industry needs to improve in the sense that we can't be continuing toxicity and negativity, because it's such a beautiful relationship us girls have, and we are all competitive when we are on stage, when we need to compete, but when we are off stage, we are all trying to be friends, we're all trying to get to know each other. So I do think that that is something that needs to be reflected with the audience as well, because pageant is such a beautiful platform in making sure that we create lasting change, lasting positive change. And I don't think that we can create that when there is a big area of the industry that is negative still.
That is so true. Tarah. For the true na naman ng person, wala nang yung bag. Anyone wants to add?
Yeah,
Maybe
Miss Florida.
Yes, I agree with everything that Ahtisa said, especially with the statement from Miss Universe Philippines. We can't perform well in such a toxic environment. And not only that, it comes from a place it's mainly online, and I don't think they realize how much it affects us, because even though if we don't intentionally try to look for those comments, they do appear. And what I want to say is, she talked about, is we are supporting one another every single day. We see each other for long days. We're so happy to see each other, especially in our last runway event. We were cheering for each other so loud in that tent, and it really just boosts us. So I hope that the people that are posting those negative comments can see that there's no need to. Just boost us up. There's no need to compare us to one another. You can have who you are betting for without denoting anyone else, without negating anyone else.
oh, si Miss
I
Kris.
just want to add to talking about the fans, you know. We're very grateful and very honored that we have these people who support us, who believe in us. But it's also just quite unfortunate that they find a way to somehow invalidate another person just so they could uplift the candidate they believe in. Not everybody does that, but there are a couple of people who do. But I just want to say it also as coming from a candidate, that whatever reaction or negative posting that these fans have on behalf of you will also reflect the candidate. And it seems that it will reflect on the candidate as well. So on my part, I have been slowly communicating on these people that one of the many reasons why we have this beautiful celebration is to celebrate the beauty of a woman, to see the difference, but we all come together to celebrate sisterhood. And that's what we're trying to slowly let them understand and see as well through our eyes.
I think people, short lang to, but you guys covered everything talaga. But I think the one thing I just want to remind people is the theme of Miss Universe Philippines this year, which is love for all. So Yeah, spread love and light lang. There's no need to be negative or anything like that.
Oo nga. And kung wala kayong magandang sasabihin, wag niyo nang sabihin, guys.
Yeah.
'Di ba?
So true.
I
O, 'di ba?
truly
Candidate din ako, nagbigay din ng opinion.
feel for us. Yeah. But for real, you guys, I truly resonate with all of the messages that you said. And so apart from this anti-bullying campaign, like we also want to know if there are other advocacies that you also like to promote while you're in the
Okay,
competition.
let's start with Miss UK.
I think kind of leading on from anti-bullying, it's really important for all of our mental health. Like all the girls are going through so much pressure. I understand the fans are passionate and they're ready to fight for us, but at the end of the day, we are candidates that are going through a really extraordinary experience, putting ourselves through all of the challenges, working together, and ultimately growing into a new person. The Christina that entered the press conference is certainly different to the one that is here now. And I started a group called Self-Esteem Queens that really kind of focuses on, sharing our struggles and working towards common goals. And I feel like I'm having a self-esteem queen session every single day because we are sharing what we're going through as a collective, not as individuals. And it's just so beautiful to see all of us, spreading our wings.
Ang ganda
Well,
nun.
yeah, self-esteem
At
queen.
least may bago na akong sinabi, hindi na true. Miss Bulacan.
So for me, I know that I'm one of those women that is coming again into a stage that represents a woman of color. And this is something that I want to be able to talk about because I was also bullied. And I want to be able to also talk about the passion that I want to go through that we talked about earlier, which is about the challenges that we are going through. And I just want to give like an emphasis to that, sometimes the girls might seem okay on stage, but they could still be thinking about it at the back of their mind. And sometimes me or all of the girls here, we love one another. Like behind the stage, we would have that support like, hey, are you okay? There's that sense of vulnerability that we are looking for one another. And I want to be able to give focus to that. And yeah.
Well, as for me, one of the many reasons why I did put a foot back on stage was that I wanted to show the people that even when you're in your 30s or even later, or even when you're younger, you can still reach for that dream you have. For someone who has always been told that you're too old to do anything, to start a new career, or you're getting old, so you need to do this specifically because you're getting old, I want to be a representation that in whatever stage you are in your life, you can achieve your dream if you reach for it and if you set your mind to it.
So for me, coming back to Miss Universe Philippines this year, I didn't take lightly, and I really want to expand on the advocacy that I had in 2021, which was low-cost sustainable homes. But this time around, I'm advocating for safe homes in general, whether it's tangible through low-cost sustainable homes or intangible through safe homes and safe communities. As someone who is, I don't know how many people have seen my Her Story video, but I'm a survivor of kidnapping. I think it's really important that we protect our children in particular, and creating safe spaces for them, for me, is really, really important. Because at the end of the day, I think about the problems that the world faces, whether it be, all the sicknesses like cancer or things like climate change and stuff. And I often think, what if the solution to climate change or if the cure to cancer was inside the mind of a child that was taken away from its safe home?
Well said. No.
Yes, for me, my main advocacy is really mental and physical wellness, especially for families and for women, for moms, who, when as a woman, as a mom, you experience or you go through postpartum depression, which is not commonly addressed. So with that, I was able to shift my depression, postpartum depression, I was able to link it through physical fitness and also the inclusivity that the Miss Universe Philippines opened for everyone is that we can go for our dreams even at any age. So at 38, even if I'm a mom of two, I can still represent, if given the opportunity, to represent the country in an international stage.
And we know that they're so proud of you right now.
Hey, thank you. Living all my life in Baguio City, which is rich in its culture, the tradition, and its natural resources, I have witnessed how our tourism industry had greatly affected our ecosystem, which made me an advocate for sustainability that really focuses more on responsible tourism. Because I believe that it is in simple acts, such as sustainable practices, that we can really give it back to Mother Nature as well. And as we can see, nature is something that we fail to give attention with. And it's high time for us to really pay it forward to it. So I advocate for that.
Ay, ang sarap nila pakinggan, Mars. Pero ako nanonood na lang ng talk as a audience. Okay, Miss Florida.
Well, my advocacy is for mental health, specifically removing the stigma and the negative connotations surrounding the judgment of mental health. This comes from something personal because as someone, I faced mental health issues through anxiety and depression, and I was scared to confront those issues just because of what I thought others would think. They would think like, oh, you're just overreacting, it's not that big of a problem. And this came from, because I don't know if you saw her story also, I was a track athlete and that was my dream, but due to an injury I had to stop running. So it was just a moment of being lost, but luckily I was redirected through the support of my family and them giving me the resources. And that's what made me want to advocate for it, because not everyone has those resources or not everyone knows about it. And through my advocacy work, we teach people what mental health is, why it's important, what to do with it, because it is equally as important as physical health. Nobody hesitates to address when they're physically in pain. So why do you not think about your mentality? Because it's our overall well-being. And through this, I just really want to push my mission of mahalaga ka, meaning you are important, you matter, and you are loved. So, yes.
You're important and you're loved.
I feel so loved right now.
For me, I work with an organization called Alon Academy, where we aim to empower the Filipino youth by teaching them to act on their own dreams, by teaching them entrepreneurial skills and social skills and just global citizenship in general, just showing them that there's a bigger world than the ones that they live in right now. And for me, that is very close to my heart because I am an entrepreneur and I didn't get any formal education to be an entrepreneur, but I started at a very young age and I used pageantry as a tool to be able to help me out. And I do think that if we can give the Filipino youth an opportunity to be able to see what tools they have in their shed, to be able to use that for a better future, that's a future I'd want to see for the Philippines.
Grabe yung mga speech nila, Mars. Parang handang-handa talaga sila sa coronation night at preliminary interview.
See, that all of your advocacies, that really reminds me of why I love pageantry so much, because it gives amazing women like you guys a platform to share your advocacies, right?
Yes. For the yes. At ang dami pa nating aabangan sa Miss Universe Philippines, and I'm very excited for that. And one of which is yung pagdating ni Miss Universe. Shanice. Are you guys excited?
So excited. Oh my gosh.
Grabe rin yung schedule ni Shanice, no? So, ano yung, what's the first thing you want to say to her when you meet her?
When you meet her. Hi. Hi.
We're gonna get starstruck the moment we see her. As much as we want to say so much when she's around, I'm pretty sure the most we can say is hi.
True. For the true.
Has any of you guys met her before?
No.
Wow. Okay. And now,
Moving on to the next part of our interview.
most exciting part, if you ask me, syempre hindi namin kayo paaalisin nang hindi sumasalang sa PEP Challenge!
Very game show, man. Very game show, Ben.
Game show!
So for this challenge, bagong-bago. Bagong-bago, guys.
Bagong-bago.
Keyword challenge. So, pipili lang kayo ng numbers from 1 to 8. And there's a corresponding keyword for that number, and you guys will just share your thoughts about it. Okay, we'll do this alphabetically.
Yes.
Starting with
Miss.
exam.
Bacoor. First, yes, Miss Bacoor.
I will pick number 4, please.
Number 4.
Your keyword is gender bias.
Gender bias, that's something that I'm honestly quite familiar with as a female that's been working in a very much male-dominated construction industry. I've experienced the underestimation that happens of women. You know, it's as if, even though I did the same 6-year double master's degree, hindi ako qualified, you know what I mean? Which is really frustrating, but I think what inspired me the most is I was still surrounded, or I am still surrounded by women that have been in the industry for a little bit longer than me. And so reshifting my perspective and realizing that they fought even harder than I have to prove themselves. And they really sort of started to pave the way for me. And so I kind of want to continue that responsibility so that future generations of fellow, Filipino or female engineers, architects, anyone, they don't have to face the same challenges.
That's true. Just because people, there are more feminists nowadays doesn't mean that we've completely overcome gender bias. It's not true at all, and it's nice that you are shining light on that.
Yeah. And I do have to say, though, there are still some incredible men in the industry that are allies for women, so kudos to them, too.
Like me.
Okay.
So, next candidate, Miss Baguio.
Baguio.
How about a number 8?
Number
Eight.
8. Number 8 is climate change.
Oh, it's very relevant
Yeah.
and timely. Yes.
Yeah, she just talked about
So, as
sustainability.
someone who really champions for sustainability, I really reach out to every single one of you that it is high time for us to pay it forward to nature. It is really forecasted that in 2030 that we are going to reach the global climate change index, and this global climate index threshold will really give a thread to Mother Nature and the existence of every living things. And we really have to open our eyes when it comes to this. Floods are everywhere, glaciers are melting, landslides are happening, and other natural disasters are happening because of our man-made activities. But I still refuse to believe that the human race is a lost case, and the only ones who could turn this world around with a climate, in avoiding climate change is only us.
Yeah, that's true. And also individually. Like, it starts with ourselves when it comes to the environment. Yeah.
As simple as segregating your
Exactly.
trash.
Conserving
Yeah.
energy.
Conserving energy.
So, take notes, guys.
Yeah. Okay. And then our
Next,
next one is Miss Bulacan.
Bulacan.
Okay, so I would choose number 6.
Number 6.
Beauty standards.
Again, very timely. So relevant because I think this is the first ever season again for Miss Universe Philippines to come out with different kinds of beauty that we have here. I think as well, like what Tamara said, Ms. Baguio said, that beauty comes within you as well. It comes from the authentic self. And as just like any other woman here, we had to go through any challenges. I faced so much through bullying and trauma. But again, if you know your self-worth, it has to come from yourself. Then you'll be able to showcase that. It would radiate you through the outside. And I hope that is what I would be able to showcase here and just give that importance to other people. Thank you.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Well, yeah, when it comes to beauty standards, it's really about breaking boundaries.
Parang kinakabahan si Miss Cebu kasi siya na yung next.
Ready na. Actually, on the contrary, ready siya.
Ready na siya. Okay.
Okay, pick a number, Mr. Boo.
I would like a number 5, please.
Yes, okay. Let's read number 5. Reproductive health.
Reproductive health. Reproductive health is quite a sensitive topic for us, especially coming from a conservative family and growing up in a very Catholic country. But however, for me, for someone who fights for women's rights and women empowerment, I believe more than imposing your belief on other people, we should take time to understand the other person. As for us, the women, the reproductive health bill, what it protects and who it protects. More importantly, it's about educating the people on why such bill is being imposed and why such bill is being pushed, and we should protect our women as well. You know, empowered women will encourage empower community.
Yes.
Oh, ang ganda nung huling yun,
Oh.
Love
And
it.
thank
Quote,
you.
quote card.
And the keyword is there itself, health. That's really what we're prioritizing. Okay. Our next one is Miss Florida.
Okay. We'll go number 7.
Number 7. Number 7 is pain.
Oh, well, don't we all know about that? Well, we all just touched on about period pain, but me personally, I mentioned before that I faced an injury. And when I was 17, I was actually diagnosed with a congenital hip disorder called hip dysplasia, which caused me to have 3 hip surgeries after that. And again, that's what ended my athletic career, but thankfully I'm here now. But even day-to-day activities can be so taxing on my body and all of our bodies, and I face pain within my hips and within my back, and sometimes it's just hard standing for a long time. But I think what really drives us is knowing we're here for a purpose. We know what we're here to do, our capabilities, and knowing how to handle that pain, whether it is those alternative medicines for period pain, of course, Buscam Venus, or anything that helps us, whether it's icing it, resting it, and just knowing that no matter what, we're going to be okay, and that our mental is really important when it comes to that, because again, mind over matter. How you think obviously affects your behaviors and how you feel overall.
Yes.
Napapalakpak na lang ang person.
No, but it's inspiring
True.
actually, diba? Because from that story, we know that there is still strength even in vulnerability, even in
Yes, and you can
going
take,
through those feelings.
and you can turn your pain into motivation.
Yeah. It's power, exactly. Thanks for the word. I was looking for that.
Dumadami
word.
yung quote cards natin, Mari. Famous pa. Okay, next.
Quotable quotes. Okay. Our next candidate is Miss Pasig.
Yeah.
okay.
Pick a number.
I pick number 2.
Motherhood.
Perfect.
What are the odds?
What are the odds? Well, yeah. Perfect. Well, for me, I mean, with age comes a lot of experiences. And with motherhood comes our purpose. So, being a mom, you wear a lot of hats. You get to juggle a lot of things already. You know how to do a lot in life. And motherhood is just like the best. I mean, for me, personally, motherhood is the best job that anyone can, because you do so much at home that that people really don't know much about. So sometimes people judge stay-at-home moms as just being a mom. But in reality, it's like the toughest job that anyone or any woman could ever have. So yeah, there. Thank you.
How I miss my mother.
I know, right?
I'll be your mom in the pageant. I'm the mom of everyone.
Thanks for the donuts.
Donut lang kalata ka dapat.
She really is the mom of the group.
As a mom, I like taking care of everybody. I mean, I do take care of my kids. So I find that, like I told everyone a while ago, I feel that they can all be my children.
So this group is a lucky bunch. In
I hope
short,
so.
very spoiled. Very lucky. Don't do that.
No favoritism. That's the number 1 rule of a mom. No favorites. No favorites.
Sinungaling ka!
Sinungaling daw.
And because of that, it's your turn now, Miss Yuki. Pick a number.
Really?
Diba?
The alphabet.
The alphabet.
P.S.
Okay. At dahil dyan, for the blooper. Your turn, Miss
Okay.
Quezon
I'll pick
Province.
number 3.
Number 3. It is body autonomy.
Okay. Very serious. I do think that body autonomy is one of the rights that needs to be afforded to women. Women mostly. And I do think that it's such a big factor for women to be perceived as equal to other genders in making sure that we are not judged or discriminated based on how we present ourselves, based on what we wear, even if we wear makeup or how we do our hair. I think it's very important that we let women decide on their own bodies, because at the end of the day, your body is your choice, and other people shouldn't have an opinion on what you do with your body.
Period.
Period. With a T.
Drop that mic. No, but that's true, and it's actually the solution is actually quite simple. It's just respect. If you respect the person, you would really just you won't mind their own business. Yeah.
At dahil dyan, ikaw na yung next na lalaban talaga. Next year, ha?
Okay, the last one. Okay, Miss UK.
Wala ka naman napipiling ibang number.
There's
only
There's
one
only
left.
one left.
I'll take number 1.
Which is?
Which is cancel culture.
Oh my goodness, cancel culture is hugely topical, especially in the age of social media. I do believe that everybody is entitled to have an opinion on a variety of subjects. However, if that opinion incites hate and violence to particular communities, it really does need to be restricted. We cannot accept or tolerate violence and hate towards our fellow kababayans, as well as, communities that are perhaps minorities. So I think if we can all band together, try and educate each other. Of course, we can have an opinion, but let's grow and find solutions that will help understand all of us.
Very well said. Oh, may bago ako nadagdag.
No, but yeah, instead of hate, just how about constructive criticisms, right?
Or love for all.
Yeah.
Diba?
Love for all. The
Love
theme
for all.
of Miss Universe Philippines. Okay.
And unfortunately, guys, dito na nagtatapos ang aming interview. Nag-enjoy ako sa chikahan, and I learned a lot about these amazing women. And syempre, handang-handa talaga sila sa preliminary interviews and Q&A. Grabe.
Alam na namin that you guys are gonna slay the Q&A segment during the coronation night. Yeah.
But of course, before we let you guys go, we'll be giving you guys this time to share or maybe say a message to your supporters.
Or invite them for future events.
And share your socials. O sige, start tayo ulit. We can start with the bottom row naman. Miss Bacoor.
Hello mga kaibigan. Thank you so much for multiple reasons. Firstly, for all of the support that you've shown me since 2021. I really appreciate the loyalty and the love that you've shown. But then also, we were just talking about, hate online and everything. I've had so many people tell me, V, your fans and your supporters are honestly the most respectful and the most positive on the internet. And that makes me so proud. I could cry talaga. And so I just want to thank you for that as well. I'm really grateful that you guys are spreading love and light. And I hope that you guys can also show some support for my sisters as well, because we're all here supporting each other. Thank you so much.
Yes, Miss Cebu, for your final word.
I just want to say daghang salamat kaniyong tanan sa mga viewers and supporters, of course, for always being there sa amo ang mga kandidata and for following us. Hinaot nga dili mo kapuyon sa pagsunod sa amua sa pagvie namo for Miss Universe Philippines. And we also hope that all throughout our journey in this beautiful pageant and even beyond this beautiful pageant, we will see you there also. I just also want to say daghang salamat to my followers and my fans. Of course, we do have our own reaction and personal opinion on things and results, but I'm very happy also that they're so easy to talk to. I can easily reach out to them, and they listen, and I'm so happy and so proud of my followers. So daghang salamat kaninyong tanan. Also, ganahan mo magchika-chika o magkita-kita ta online. O ganahan ka, ganahan sad ko. You can follow me on my social media account at It's Kris Janson on Instagram. And I do have a Facebook page, Kris Hanson and Kris Tiffany Hanson.
Daghang salamat, Miss Cebu.
Daghang salamat.
So for me, thank you so much sa aking mga kababayan po sa Bulacan. Una sa lahat, salamat po sa suporta na nakukuha ko sa inyo and from all of the other ladies as well. I hope that you continue to do this to support us until the very end of the coronation night that will be held on May 22, 2024. And we would love to also just thank, of course, our lovely host here for giving us that beautiful opportunity to also...
Kuya ko lang too.
No, we would also really like to thank you guys for giving us this time as well, for us to talk about serious things. I mean, this is just gonna show beauty that what we would like to showcase for this stage and platform.
Thank you, Miss Bulacan.
Thank you, everyone.
Miss UK.
Just tagging on, I just want to say it is so refreshing for all of us to open up about something that is so personal to us, because we don't often talk about menstrual pain and how it affects us on a daily basis. And we have so many young women following us during our pageant journey, and to be able to open up the conversation and for us all to walk through the door and be so vulnerable is important for everybody else. So thank you so much for sharing and opening up this safe space. You know, I am so grateful for all of the support that I've received so far. I'm all the way over in the UK, and I just never really thought this dream would come true. You know, as I mentioned, I'm 30 years old. The age limit was always around 27, 28 before. And when the opportunity came knocking, how could I not say yes? So like, I'm so grateful for the Filipinos across the world, but most importantly here. I never truly felt like I belonged before, always in between two cultures. But now I really found my sisterhood. So thank you.
Aww. They're already crying. Okay.
First, I would like to thank PEP for the opportunity that was afforded to us girls to be able to talk about these issues for more than 30 seconds. Most of the time, we are not afforded more than 30 seconds to speak our minds. And I think it is very important for people to see that we are much more than beautiful faces and beautiful bodies. We are people who believe in our own values, our own advocacies, and we are experiencing a lot of issues also as a person. And but on a more lighter note, I would like to thank all of my supporters for being there all throughout this journey. And the reason that I am here is a big part of it is because of you. And I would like to show my deepest appreciation for everyone being there. And I do hope that we see everyone on MOA Arena and May 22, that's where the final night would be. And I hope to see you there.
Yes.
Yes.
See you guys there.
Bili na kayo ng ticket, guys. SM tickets.
Hello, Pepsters. Thank you guys for watching, and I want to again extend my gratitude for having us here and open up about things that we women experience normally, and showing that us being able to speak about it openly shows how normal it is, and it shouldn't be something that's taken lightly, and it should be something that people, young girls, are educated on. On a lighter note, I want to thank all of my supporters, everyone that has been watching me and supporting me, especially from Florida, and just really cheering me on throughout this entire journey. I want to say thank you so much. It really fuels all of us, and I hope that you guys can extend that support to my candidates as well, because we all are supporting each other. At the end of the day, we are all trying our best, and that's what we want to showcase, our capabilities, our confidence on that stage. To anyone that has negative comments or who bashes, you cannot break us. So please stop trying.
You can't break us, but just don't. Just don't do it.
There's no point in doing it, because yes. As much hate as you're gonna put out there, we're gonna put 10 times more love. So please just spread more positivity and just make it a more fun experience, because we are having so much fun here. Yes, and I'll see you guys at Mo Arena on May 22nd for the coronation night.
Your turn, Miss Baguio.
Mabuhay Universe. So in line with what Miss Florida has stated, about bashing and posting negative comments. I am here, Tarah, Valencia, reminding everyone to spread love and kindness. And instead of hurt people, let us be empowered people empowering other people as well.
Wow, strong.
Yeah.
Yes.
And thank you for those people who supported me and is continuing to support me all throughout my Miss Universe Philippines journey. In fact, thank you for supporting all of this diverse, beautiful beauty queens that are really fighting for what they advocate about, for what they believe about, for their culture, their tradition. And for more updates, please do follow the Miss Universe Philippines Instagram account and also follow my Instagram as well. It's at tara.valencia. And also, see you on the coronation night. See you!
So I just want to say thank you to the whole Miss Universe organization for all the opportunity that they have given us, all girls, to showcase our platforms, showcase our beauty, and showcase our strength. And also to our hosts for today, to our staff and crew who helped us also for today, giving us this safe space and this environment to voice out whatever we want to share and share to the world. Or to the universe, rather. So there. And I want to say also thank you to everybody who has been supporting me, supporting also all the girls. Please continue to support us until finals night on SMO Arena on May 22. Hope to see you all there. And let's all cheer for our favorites, but also all spread love. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Pasig.
Miss Pasig. Again, let's just take a moment to acknowledge all these amazing women who are very, very beautiful and with substance. Okay, and then Pepsters or the viewers, you can always visit pep.ph, our official website, for the latest news in showbiz and lifestyle.
And also, don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe all of our social media channels. Kami din, kung gusto nyo kami i-follow, at
gusto
Mr.
niyo-
Nico Tuazon.
Yes, it's just right
It's
there.
over there. And
Again, my name is FK, and it's been such an honor to interview you guys.
my name is Nico, and this has been
Pep Spotlight.